Good afternoon, November the 19th. Ominous clouds forming. Maybe some rain coming on the island. Today is sort of a short video, but I have got a few links that are sort of intriguing if you have the time or the inclination to check them through. I'm thinking, is what we are led to believe, is it really true? And so in the links today, we'll sort of go over that, because there's a lot happening today. And a lot of it's propaganda, a lot of it's posturing, a lot of it's pure BS, and a lot of it just really isn't based on any scientific fact, although they say are basing things on science. For an example, Pennsylvania, with their crazy regulation that wear masks in your house if you have visitors. How much stupider can you get? How much stupider can you get? So with regards to that, the first link is Dr. Robert Hodgkinson. And there's a video, and then there's an article from Zero Hedge on him as well. This is a Canadian, English guy, works in Canada, highly educated physician, and his video will explain, this video where he is speaking to a group in Alberta will sort of explain all that. And it's intriguing. Some of his statements, are going to hit you right on the nose. But it's interesting, because it's contravening what everybody is doing out there. And I sort of agree with this fellow. Back in January, February, nobody was sure. Now we are sure. So, as Chris mentioned this morning, have they announced the cure for influenza, the flu, and the cold? They have that cure, because nobody's got it. Think about that. Where is influenza, the flu, and the cold gone? It's all called Wuhan waltzing. Interesting. So you may have something there. Then the another link is, of course, Jeffrey Prather. And this fellow is interesting. A lot of it, what he says, I can't confirm. I'm not ex-military, ex-intelligence, and it's hard to get through there. But some of the things that he has talked about in the past have sort of just proven themselves true. So this fellow is worth a look. Unless you want to some people just want to believe what they believe. They don't want to have anybody sort of shake things up. They don't want to move the screen along. Wouldn't be good goal patterners, because they wouldn't want to move anything. You just want to sit and spot and keep it on. And then, of course, we go to some U.S. election links, and there is a whole lot of misconception as well. The mainstream media are all telling us one thing. We're looking at what's happening in the field, and we're wondering. And of course, Jeffrey Prather makes some good announcements with this, especially regarding Biden. And you have to watch his video to get a whole total of that. It's because it opens up a whole different view, whole different group of investigators who were looking at things a little bit differently. But anyway, that's about it for today. Like I say, the craziness sort of continues. Last notice I looked at, there's 118 cases on the island. And listen to Dr. Hodgkinson. Maybe it'll help you deal with that. But anyway, he suggests what to do as well. And we've been saying that for a long time. Take your vitamin D3. And he's talking higher units. He's talking 3,000 to 5,000. So it's, and there's an expert. Not afraid to say what he knows. And, you know, I sort of respect people like that. So many physicians and health experts and that pander around about doing goofy things, and they don't really tell you how you can really get your system and your body ready to do that. So the election ones are good. There'll be another one with Dr.SHIVA. And of course, he's sometimes difficult to follow. Sometimes he forgets he's a lot smarter than a lot of people, and he's trying to explain things. Sometimes will come off a bit arrogant, but I think he's doing his best to try to show us what's going on. And intriguing. A lot of us listen to people who haven't got a clue what the hell they're talking about. They're just talking. And so when you're looking at Dr. Hudson, Dr.SHIVA, some of these people are Jeffrey Prather. Some of these people are not just sort of whistling Dixie. They know what they're talking about. And they have just many years experience and a knowledge and educational base that blows most people out of the water. I mean, you can listen to Cuomo, governor out of New York, go on and on and on about nothing. And, you know, and there's a lot of people like him. You can listen to Newsom out of California go on and on, laying on what he's going to do. And then you got to watch what these people do themselves. See what they say and what they do. And I find that intriguing. Much like Pelosi getting her hair done. Everybody else stay home and don't put a bag over your head. But, you know, if you aren't familiar with that, just look, just Google Pelosi's hair fiasco, and you'll see that. But anyway, take care. Have a wild day in a positive sense, and we'll see you tomorrow.